Here we go.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to
Clone. I'm Priscilla.
I'm Laëlle, and this is a podcast where we
We are
are
cloned.
cloned.
I wasn't gonna say it.
Well, I just did.
So, we're just sitting on a couch and we have our microphones attached to little spatulas that I have and have never used because they're so small.
It's quite innovative, actually.
I know. I don't know why I don't use these more,
I
but
think this is what we're gonna be known for
spatula microphones,
when we blow up.
spatuphones,
They're gonna be like, they started that.
they ate with that.
It's gonna be a trend.
Should we introduce ourselves? You go
Sure.
first.
Okay. I'm Priscilla, Las Vegas local, born and raised, and I'm in my mid 20s, and I'm a college student and a
Woo!
homeowner and dog mommy.
Woo! What's your dog's name?
Marley, he's a little one, and Rocky, he's the bigger one.
Excellent. I love them.
I love them so much.
Can we get a round of applause for Priscilla being a homeowner?
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, it's been about a year now.
Woo!
Well, don't forget about you. Where are we sitting in this very moment?
We're sitting in my apartment. I'm a renter. I am in my early 20s. I'm also a college student. Do we want to say our majors?
Sure.
I'm a film major. Boo, boo, boo. Sorry, I know. Just kidding.
No, film majors are sexy.
Thank you. Girl film majors are sexy.
Yes. The men, on the other hand,
There's
well,
some there's some questionable ones, but yeah. Anyways.
I am a psych major
Woo!
with a minor in counseling. Yes, didn't start off that way though. I've changed my major many times.
It wasn't always that way.
I wasn't always like this. Somehow I ended up here. But yes. We're actually both near graduating,
We
which is really
are.
fun and exciting.
We're both planning to graduate the next school year, right?
Yes. I probably
So
won't be walking until like 2026 because my school only does that once a year, but
same. Me
I'll be
too.
graduating soon.
Yeah. But what else? We met each other through work.
Yes, around 2
Um
years ago.
yeah. And then
We became
we
besties.
who would have thought? But
And I feel like you're one of the people who I can just talk about things endlessly with. So I thought, who better than to start a podcast with?
no, I thought of that.
No, that's true. She did think of it. Oops.
Priscilla wanted to start a podcast by herself and she mentioned it before and I said we would probably have a really good podcast and then Priscilla was like yeah we probably would and so then I didn't bring it up again for a while because I was like oh I don't think she wants to do this with me but
No, I
you
did.
actually did because I brought it up again and now we're here sitting on my couch
Here we are.
here
And I
we
feel like
are
we can talk about things for hours.
and we do
And we do. When it's slow at work, that's literally what we do.
we just talk and talk and talk and talk.
We're yappers.
So
But we also, I feel like we think about things thoroughly and deeply. So you guys are in for a treat.
maybe you do,
You
but
do too.
mm,
You're a good listener.
yeah, because I don't want to think.
I do a lot of this, and she
Oh,
does active listening.
thanks. Oh my god. Yeah, I've been trying to be a better listener and thinker.
I think you're doing well in both those aspects.
Thank you. Do we want to share like a fun fact or something about ourselves?
Oh, sure. You start.
Oh shit. I was hoping stopping you.
Oh,
Fuck. I wasn't ready.
Fun fact. I always start with this. I speak 3 languages.
She does. I can confirm.
I
Um,
do.
and that's
That's like
really impressive.
that's always my first fun fact that comes to mind. I don't know how fun that is,
It's
but it's a
impressive.
fact.
Yeah, it's
That's
cool.
my impressive fact.
Impressive fact. I have a non-impressive fact. I don't know how to ride a bike. That's the one I always
Oh
say.
yeah.
I don't know. I'm sorry.
I've seen it in action.
Boo. What?
Well, it was a bike with 4 wheels, but
Oh.
still.
Okay.
But
Are
that
we
wasn't your
starting off with
fault.
this story? Or are we gonna tell that another
Um,
time?
I don't know, it depends. It was a short story, maybe we can
Okay.
sprinkle it in there.
Okay, so here's some context. We were last year. This is a year ago.
It
This
is almost exactly a
this
year
was
ago.
recent, you guys. It wasn't like I was a kid and then this happened. Like this was a year ago. I Priscilla and I and a few friends went to Newport Beach for spring break last year, and
That we did.
someone had the bright idea of renting one of those tandem
That
bikes.
was me.
Oh,
I was like, wait, that would be fun.
well, you know what? I thought it would be fun too until disaster struck because
Someone.
someone had the bright idea. Um it's a bike where there's 2 people in the front and then 2 people in the back and there's a little roof over your head and you just pedal. Pedal. That's all you have
And
to
you
do
just
is
pedal.
sit and pedal. And you know what? My story is I couldn't even do that, and it was literally within, I'm not even kidding, within like 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 or 3 minutes, I fell off the bike. I fell off the tandem bike.
I think it's
Where
also important to know that she was wearing kitten heels.
I was, and that's why. And and I fell through the bottom, and I was just holding on. And Priscilla started screaming. She was like,
Stop! Because we were in the back of the bike. And the people in the front of the bike didn't
they
realize
didn't
what was
see me
happening.
fall, and she was like, stop, stop the bike.
And they're like,
And then you were like, I just remember your voice being so high pitched because you were so freaked out, and you were
I
like,
was so scared. I really thought that she was gonna lose a limb or something. I was
I did
frightened.
too. I was literally holding on to the front of the seat, and I was like, I'm going down, but like I can't. I don't know.
Oh Lord.
I just remember you being like, "Are you okay?" Like you were so
I was so
freaked out.
concerned. But then that's when the laughter began once I realized that you were okay.
I was also holding on to like
The milkshake
a milkshake,
for dear life.
so I was like, "Fuck my leg." Let me. I paid $8 or whatever for this milkshake on the beach.
She was like
I was like this, holding it up.
cut the camera.
Save yourself. Oh my god, that was so funny. So that's my fun fact. And again, this was recent. This was at this point of recording not even a year ago. So
Yes.
I think I should just stay away from bikes or moving vehicles other than cars in general.
I agree. At first I was like, you can't ride a bike? Really? But then I saw it for myself.
You were like, no, you can at least do this. It's other people doing most of the work for you, and I couldn't even do that. So yeah, moral of the story is if you're gonna ride a tandem bike, don't wear
Kitten
kitten
heels.
heels.
The rest of the rest of the ride was smooth though. Other than when we got
Mhm.
stuck on that sand dune part.
Oh yeah,
And
we
then
got
we had to
stuck.
do like a 3-point reverse
We
jump.
also got onto the road, like the actual road, which
Oh,
you are
yeah,
not
we
supposed to
did.
do. That was so scary.
He was like, the guy who rented us the tandem bike was like, don't go anywhere. Don't even go on the boardwalk. Not only did we go on the boardwalk, we went on the actual street
Well,
with
where else were
traffic.
we supposed to go though?
I know.
We had like 2 options. So we did both that we weren't supposed to do. And there were cars coming up behind us. That was actually scary. It was, have you seen Clueless?
Yeah.
It's like when they get on the freeway.
Oh yeah.
That's what I thought of. I was like, we're getting on the freeway.
You did say that actually.
Did I?
You
Oh
did.
my god. Wow.
Ooh.
I'm so predictable. So that's our fun facts. Impressive and non-impressive fact. You're like, I could speak 3 languages, and I'm like, I can't even ride a bike with 3 other
I'm
people.
sorry. It's been a year in that story. That
You'll
memory still has me in stitches.
you'll bring it up sometimes and be like, remember when you fell off a tandem bike? And then everyone starts laughing.
I'm sorry.
Also, I got a big scrape on my foot,
Is it still
and
there?
there's like a little scar. It's like a little circle.
Dang.
But I got a pretty bad scrape on my foot, and we were basically going that day from the beach to drive back home.
Mhm.
And the drive home is like 4 or 5 hours depending on traffic. Um and I don't know, we didn't really like have much time to stop because it was already the afternoon. And so I cleaned my scrape with fucking, what was it, like New Amsterdam. I soaked
I
a
forgot
tissue.
about that.
It was disgusting. Or like Don Julio or something. It was ridiculous.
It's
Like
a
I
Four
soaked,
Loco. I'm just
yeah.
kidding.
It was Pink Whitney. I soaked a little tissue or something with an actual bottle of alcohol because that's all I really had. And you were like, "Yeah, you'll be fine. Just do it." And so I was like, "Okay." Um
Maybe it would have healed fast. I'm to blame. I'm to blame. Yeah, you'll
No.
be fine.
You were
Still
like,
has a scrape.
no, you were like, my mom used to do this all the time.
She did.
So,
But she also she's Macedonian. She has lots of crazy remedies. Do you want to know one thing that she made me do?
oh, what?
When I was a little kid, I used to get nosebleeds. Oh my god, I'm just exposing her.
Oh my
And
god.
she was like, if you sniff rakia, which is kind of like Macedonian vodka, it's going to burn all the bad blood vessels and you'll stop getting nosebleeds. And so she used to make me do that every now and then. And it was horrible.
Really? But did it work?
Yeah. Well, I don't have nosebleeds anymore. So maybe she
Oh,
was on to
she
something.
was.
She would literally get put a little droplet on my palm and she'd be like, go like that.
Oh
I'm
my
like,
god.
no,
It's
I
cocaine.
don't want
She's like, go like this.
to.
Oh, that's good.
Go like this. Thanks, mom.
Anyways, we need some of that.
We
I feel
do.
like I trust like home remedies though from women.
Yeah, I can't tell if she was nuts or she's genius.
I think she's genius if you don't have any nosebleeds anymore.
I know. I
And
mean, she's
yeah,
onto something.
my scrape did heal. So she she was onto something. It just took some time.
In time,
It
it
did
healed.
heal. So we're gonna have some segments on our show podcast on our podcast. Um, so the first segment that we want to do is Song of
Song
the
of the
Week.
week. Da-da-da-da-da.
Welcome to Song of the Week.
Woo.
Um, who wants to go first? Mine is really short. I don't have like an explanation. Well, I do, but it's short.
Okay, go.
So mine is Rock the Boat by Aaliyah because rock the boat, rock the boat, rock the boat. Because I've been singing everything to the tune of that lately.
Oh,
And you know
yes,
this. Like, what's an example? Um like I just told that story. I've just been saying things to the tune of that song. So I'll be like, scraped my foot, scraped my foot, scraped my foot. And I don't know why. I don't even know why I started doing it, but I can't stop doing it. And so that's my song of the week.
Smelling perfume.
Smelling perfume, put the Don Julio on your foot.
It's true. She has been doing that.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Did I play it at my party?
Yes, you did. And I was like, remember how I've been doing this? Like, as of lately? But yeah,
Oh,
that's my
Leah.
explanation.
I love that. I love that song. And I love
Thanks.
Aaliyah. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Okay. My song of the week, feel like you probably know because I've been singing it and humming it all week. It's Abracadabra by Lady Gaga. Abracadabra, I'm a
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I've been
I thought you were gonna say that other
Oh.
song
Oh, living
from
my life like it's going.
Yeah.
That one's a contender too. But
Mhm.
Abracadabra, I've literally listened to it. It has like 100 million streams on Spotify. They're all me.
If she has 100 million streams, they're Priscilla.
It's just so I love it so much. It's pinnacle Gaga. It's giving like her and her debut, like Just
Hmm.
Dance, Bad Romance, and have you seen the music video?
No, I haven't.
Oh, you need to watch it,
Did she pull a
darling.
rabbit out of a hat?
No.
That, are you serious?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Fuck.
But she has this really cool dance break, and I think that's my favorite part. I've been trying to learn the
Hmm.
dance.
You have?
Abracadabra.
Hey.
Yeah, come next time we have another episode, I'll probably have it learned. But yes, go stream Abracadabra by
Yes.
Lady Gaga.
And go watch the video. And if you're a magician, hi. Wait, why did I wink? I'm not into magicians. Magicians are so
So
sexy.
sexy ass magician.
The sexy magician pulled a
Take that
rabbit.
little rabbit out of a little. Whee!
Oh my god.
If you're Lady Gaga, hi.
That one, we mean it.
I can't wink.
You can't?
I can't.
Really? That's a fun fact.
Not in a sexy
That's an
way.
unimpressive fact.
I can do it
Oh.
like in a funny,
Oh.
sarcastic way.
Can anyone wink in a sexy way?
You
though? What?
You do it all the
Are
time.
you serious?
Yes.
I don't do it in
You
a
have a
sexy
seductive
way.
wink. Do it.
Are you kidding?
I'm not
Stop.
kidding. Do it. Are you fucking kidding me?
Dude, I do not. I really don't think it's a sexy wink. I don't think anybody winking is
Ugh.
sexy. Like, that's just like corny.
Save the humility. You know you
Stop!
have a sexy wink.
I
I don't even me? Sexy?
I can't even do it. I can't even sexy. Sorry. Sorry. Maybe I'll cut that out. Anyways,
that was our songs.
that
Really?
was it. I think they were great selections.
I think so as well. Anything by Aaliyah is always going to be a banger in my book.
Same with Lady Gaga.
Yes. Are you a little monster?
Ew. I bet that sounded so gross in the mic when I did that.
I bet it sounded sexy.
You have a
That's-
sexy little growl.
Word of the week.
Word?
Sexy.
That's the word of the week every week.
I know.
I feel like that's the word that we say the most in our conversations.
We do. Sexy little.
Sexy little.
Dirty something of that sort.
Freaky little, sneaky little fly on the wall.
Fly.
Magician.
Freaky little, sneaky little magician on the wall.
Magician on the wall.
So now we are moving on to our next segment,
Woohoo.
which we like to call Bitch. Which is just kind of, I mean, it's self explanatory. It's just moments that make you go, or a moment that made you go, Bitch. Should I start?
Yours is definitely better than mine.
I don't think so, actually.
Oh, okay. Mine is
It's-
just like boring.
Mine's kind of boring too.
Oh.
Sorry.
Sorry.
The listeners are like, great. Both of theirs are boring.
We got excited for what? Sorry.
Well, mine is just, it's actually something that you told me.
It was me?
No. It was information
So I
that
was
you
talking to
passed
her, and
I was like, no, it was information that you passed on to me. It
Mhm.
was when I found out that canned tuna was recalled. I was like, bitch, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt that just because I love tuna. I love
Mhm.
tuna down. And not
Mhm.
just that, I was just like, bitch, what can I even eat anymore? You can't eat
Seriously.
canned tuna. You can't
Mm-mm.
eat cucumbers because of salmonella. You can't eat deli meat. Well, you don't eat meat. You can't
Mm.
eat deli meat because of listeria. And you also can't eat anything that's pretty much packaged because it has preservatives that will give you cancer. So it just made me think like, bitch, what can I even eat? I miss my tuna. I do. Is
Um,
that recall still happening? Do you know?
I don't know. They're for certain brands. So I think most brands are fine, but it's just certain brands. And I think it was also in certain places, so I don't know if it counted here, but I was just like I knew that if I still ate tuna like right after that happened, I would have thought that I was gonna die. So I
Me
just didn't.
too. It's probably over. I haven't even checked, but I'm still scared to eat it.
I feel like it's fine if you buy the correct brands. But you know
But
what?
bitch,
Bitch, botulism is scary. I just
cannibalism.
cannibalism is also scary. Cannibalism makes me go, bitch,
Bitch.
why are you eating that person?
The fuck?
But you know what? No preservatives. No recalls for people. I wonder why.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
that means we should maybe start eating
Eating
people.
people. Gotcha. I see where you were going with
Food of
that.
the week, people.
Food
Um,
of the week. Humans.
humans.
That's my boring bitch moment.
Well, also don't eat people. That was a joke.
We're joking. Cannibalism is
Mine.
a serious thing.
If your loved one has been affected by cannibalism, you may be entitled to compensation.
Call the number on the screen.
1-800
Yummy! Sorry.
Oh, yummy. That tastes good.
I'm dead.
Oh my god. Okay, what has my bitch moment been? Um, I think it's just been the drivers. Like I'm talking about I'm talking about drivers as a whole as if it's like bees or something. You know, the wasp infestation,
The
the wasps, the
drivers.
drivers. Um yeah, I've been just really pissed off about drivers lately. The other day I was driving and then somebody in front of me tried to basically merge or not merge, switch into my lane, but actually they were right next to me, like right in front slash next to me. And they weren't using their blinker. And they just started like coming into my lane and I had a honk.
Stay in your lane.
Stay in your fucking lane. And if you're not gonna do that, use your blinker.
People just keep forgetting to refill their blinker fluid.
Their flinker blew
Their
it.
flinker fluid.
Wait, there's fluid for that?
No, it's a
Oh,
joke. You know when people are like, "Ah, I guess he forgot to fill up his blinker fluid," but it's a joke because they're just assholes who don't use their blinkers.
wait, I've never heard that
You
before.
haven't?
I genuinely believed you when you said there's blinker fluid. That's how
I'm like,
little I know about cars.
yeah, it's in the bag. It's in the trunk.
Yeah, you know when you put in your gas, that fuels the blinker. Stupid.
I'm dead. We also live in Vegas where the drivers are horrendous.
The drivers are really, really bad. Um,
Like you're fighting for your life every day, I feel like.
I feel like I know LA is one of the worst traffic states. However, I feel like we come as like, we're in the top 10, I feel.
Oh, absolutely.
Because also we're so close to California. A lot of Californians move here. A lot of Californians visit here. It all just, and plus Vegas drivers are just bad. So it's all
No, they
just
are.
this shit
And it's
happening.
also, I think, the access to alcohol everywhere.
True.
Bitch, there's literally
True.
a bar in the Smith's grocery store.
There is a grocery store here called Smith's. Is that only in Vegas?
I think they have it in the West Coast. Kind of
Down
like
on the West
Aldi's.
Coast, you can go to Smith's. And there's this one Smith's. Um, you've been to it, right?
I
Oh yeah, we
have
talked about that.
once. It was a magical experience.
I've been to the Smith's many times at this point. Um, they have a bar inside the grocery store.
They do.
Um, it's like an actual bar. It has a name. It's not just like the Smith's bar. It's like it has a name called like the fucking corkscrew or some shit like that. And then
Thirsties.
thirsties. um and yeah, there's just every time I've been in this Smith's, there's people hanging out. And I feel like they
I
have
know.
regulars.
And
Like
they drink and then they drive home and that's
from
just
the grocery store. Like, I
exactly.
want to know what the process is of becoming a regular at this place because I feel like well, there's people there all the time. Are they just like, "Hey, we're going to hang out at Smith's?"
I guess something had to have gone wrong. Right? Like you can't be happy and fulfilled in your life and then be a regular at the Smith's grocery store bar.
And also bars need to have some kind of ambiance and like you need
I
to just
know.
like the lights need to be dim and stuff. Like these are grocery store
And
lights.
all you
Like
hear is a little click of things getting scanned.
yeah, and like the of like what is it? The carts. The carts. Yeah, like you see people price checking things when you look to your left, when you look to your right, you see the butcher giving somebody a piece of steak.
There's
Um
clothing in there as well.
there's also yeah, there's a clothing.
You see people going like this.
Yeah,
It's my size.
which
Meanwhile, you're downing a tequila sunrise.
exactly. I know, do you just get drunk and then grocery shop? Cuz that sounds kind of fun, but also
That sounds like a wonderful but terrible idea. Just imagine all
yeah,
the shit you would buy that you don't need.
exactly. That
That's what I
sounds
would
like
do.
the best and worst idea.
I'd be like, yes, I do need this
Hammock.
hot Cheeto macaroni cheese. Oops, made that mistake
Yes,
once.
I do need the 65-ounce bottle of kombucha. I do need that.
But yes, drinking and driving's a big problem here.
Yeah,
Because you can just
obviously.
literally get alcohol anywhere at any time,
Exactly.
like 24 hours a day, pretty much. Do you know if
Exactly.
Smith's is 24 hours?
What?
That Smith's, is it
That one?
24 hours?
The specific one with a bar?
That specific one with the bar.
Is the bar open 24 hours?
I wonder because Smith's pre-COVID used to be 24 hours.
It's like 4 a.m. and he's like, whiskey, neat. Like somebody sits at the bar. Bartender's like, what do you have, boss? Like, and he's just like cleaning glasses and shit with like a towel around his shoulder.
The accent. What
And
do
the
you have,
lights.
boys?
What's it? What are you drinking tonight, boss? Um,
Long night. Windows down. Yeah.
you wouldn't believe it. I work alone. By the way, Smith's usually do not have bars or clothing sections, and that's why it is so fascinating to us.
Yeah.
And also, why would you want a bar in a grocery store?
Beats me.
Beats the hell out of me. Okay, so this is not a regular segment, but this is what we're gonna do for this first episode, so you guys could get to know us a little better. We've decided to take some of those Vogue 73 questions and take out all the depressing and sad ones.
Like,
And
what's your biggest regret?
yeah, I'm not answering that. Excuse me. Um, and yeah, we're gonna answer these questions. So we're only gonna do the fun ones. Number one. Why can't I see? It's like right in front of
Okay.
us.
What are three things you can't live without? We're taking away like actual things that you need to survive.
Yeah, food and water
Actually,
and shelter
yeah.
doesn't count. Yeah,
Do you want to go or should I start?
you go first.
Okay. I feel like I can't live without this is so specific. My aquaphor
Okay.
because
Okay.
it just does the job for moisture. Like I can use
Mhm.
it as a chapstick and I actually use it on my face sometimes. It doesn't break me
True.
out.
True.
So I need that or else I'll just be a dry mess.
I do see a lot of people every time anybody has a skincare problem on TikTok, there's always a comment that says just use Aquaphor.
I agree
So,
with them.
yeah.
Some people don't like aquaphor and it breaks some people out. For me, it's my Lord and Savior and I love it so much. So I can't live without that.
Makes sense.
Second thing, probably music. So some kind of access to music,
Mm-hmm.
whether that be a CD player or my phone, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Or
I'm
like
trying not,
headphones.
or headphones, yeah. Not that the phone itself, just a way to listen to music.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the last thing, I don't know. So minimalistic. I can't even think of
I
a
just
third
don't need
thing. Just
anything.
don't need
I just don't need
things.
shit.
Everything I need is right here inside of me. I can't think of a last thing.
Are you satisfied with living without two things? I mean, with two only. Wait. Are you? Never mind.
I'm gonna say gum.
Okay, that was
Mint gum
good.
specifically because I absolutely love gum and it's just like an oral fixation and
There's
I
this
chew it every day.
that reminds me of this one video of Ice Spice where they ask her that same question and she's like, my phone, my mirror, and gum. And I just like loved the way she said mirror because she said mirror
My phone, my mirror.
and gum. It was kind of like,
Honestly, that's like
yeah, it was kind of like the New York, New Jersey Italian in that moment. So
fuck yeah.
yeah,
Sorry my
gum.
answers kind of suck, but
No, that's
I
okay. That's
couldn't think of
real.
anything else.
I
What?
mean, mine are probably the same. I would say, hmm, can I say my kitchen?
Your kitchen?
Like the entire kitchen? Does
I
that
can't
count?
live without my entire kitchen.
I can't
I'll
live
give it
without
to you, yes.
because I love cooking. I love
Mm.
cooking.
I like how mine had nothing to do with food
No,
whatsoever. I'm gonna survive. I'm
no,
gonna eat my aquaphor.
because that doesn't count. Like food doesn't
Yeah.
count. But I love to cook just like for fun too, and I love to bake and stuff.
Wait, now I want to change my answer.
Oh, okay.
Because you're onto something. I also
Okay.
love to cook.
Okay.
That's good. That's
So
good.
kitchen.
So I'll replace gum with kitchen. Bye,
Are
gum.
you
Sorry.
serious? Okay.
Yes. And
Bye
gum. Sorry, go
and gum.
on.
Well, you can eat gum.
That is true.
Yeah. So my kitchen. But is that cheating?
We make our own rules.
You
This
know
is
what?
our
You know
podcast.
what? You're right. This is
Cloned!
we
Oh,
make our
Lord.
own rules. Okay. And then what's
So
my
we've
other
got
thing?
kitchen.
Kitchen? Can I say my closet?
Sure, take your whole closet with you.
I'm just like naming things from my apartment.
You're like, actually, just my apartment in
Just
its
my
entirety.
apartment. Okay, no, I won't say my closet. I would say um I'm thinking of like an item of clothing. Probably my leather jacket right now because I wear that every single day. I wear this leather jacket every single day of my life.
I thought you were gonna say
And
your leopard print coat.
no, that.
Mm,
You're right. Because I always go back to her every time I need
she's so
her.
iconic.
Thank you. Oh my god. Yeah, my leopard print coat. I
You
could
have to
not
be
live without
buried
her.
in that.
I do.
You do.
Seriously, like I need to be buried in a fur coat. It's faux. Excuse me. Of course it's not real leopard. What did you think I am? But um what else? What's my last thing? Probably music also. Probably like some like my headphones. I could not live without my headphones. Like going to the gym without headphones. I
Have
don't
you
even go
done
to the
that?
gym. Um I've driven to the gym before and then realized I forgot my headphones once I parked and then I drove back home. But then I also realized I had a therapy appointment like half an hour from then.
You were like,
So it
sorry.
sorry.
All right, so you
Okay.
got kitchen,
Kitchen, fur
fur
coat,
coat, and
music.
music.
hmm
Aw,
Excellent.
our music's the common denominator.
Rock the boat. Our music is the common denominator. That one didn't really work.
All
Anyways,
right.
question two.
What's
Oh yeah.
okay? What's a movie or TV trope that you hate?
I personally hate when I don't know if this counts as a trope, but it's something that happens in movies a lot. Is that what a trope is? Oh my god. The film major
Oh
doesn't know
my
what a trope
god.
is. Um I hate I it really bothers me when characters don't say full sentences. Like
Give us
um
an example.
I remember I was watching this one episode of Shameless and Fiona was asking somebody if her brother Lip, I can't believe they named him that. Wait, is that his real name?
I think it's Philip, and then they just call him
Oh,
Lip.
okay. So they call him Lip.
They could have called him Phil,
Yeah, what the hell?
but they were like Lip.
Lip, weird ass name. Anyways, I was watching Shameless and Fiona was like, she asked somebody, she was like, Lip up? Lip up?
Oh,
Do you know what I'm talking about?
they do that in movies and shows a lot.
Yeah, so like instead of saying, is Lip awake or is Lip up, she said, Lip up. And that has stuck with me for like, at this point, it's been like 2 years. Um,
How
and
much? You gonna order?
what?
Go on, go on.
That was that's
I never
mine.
thought about that, but they do that in movies and shows a lot.
They like in some of my classes for screenwriting, they say, you know, you don't have to use full sentences because that's not normally how people talk. And I understand, but I think they overdo it sometimes in
Is Leisha
shows.
around?
Yeah.
Or they won't even say is. Just
Yeah.
say Leisha around.
Leisha around?
I
Leisha here
never know.
today? Like sometimes it's fine, but I think sometimes
Lip up is just ridiculous.
that's like those two words should not have ever been combined in the
Lip
history.
up.
Yeah, like ah, it just bothered me so much and I think about it all the time and I just don't like in general when they do stuff like
There's
that.
like a waitress taking order. French toast.
Yeah. What?
Not, would you like the French toast? Or you're gonna order the French toast. They just say
Exactly.
French toast
French toast to drink.
to drink. Lip up.
Ugh. That like actually just made me so
I also would argue I don't think people actually talk like that.
I don't either.
Oh, at least not people that I know.
Yeah. Like sometimes people do shorten their sentences or like if you have some kind of like a New Jersey accent like we were just talking about maybe or like in certain contexts yes, but I think just they do it all the time with every
Like I
sentence.
would never say Laëlle up.
Yeah, like what the hell? This is like a fake example I was telling someone about one time. But like let's say a girl and a guy are on a basketball court or something and he's like into her and he's watching her play basketball or something and then he goes up to her and he's like you play and then and then she's like what and he's like basketball. Like they always do that, like they always just cannot ask a norm like
It's like
do
how can
you
I
play
say as
basketball.
few words as possible?
Exactly, like why like
You
people
play?
you play basketball. Like I don't like
Little.
it. Yeah, little you. But yeah, that's mine. That's mine.
Honestly, now that you brought that to my attention, I don't think I'm gonna be able to
I'm
to
sorry.
see
I'm
anything else.
sorry. I don't mean to ruin it in
It's
any
okay.
way, but
It's alright. I also don't like that.
Mhm.
Okay, I think mine is I was thinking about it and I'm like, I hate when it's mainly well, I think TV shows do it as well, but it's mainly like chick flick movie tropes where
Mhm.
the really pretty, fabulous girl who cares about how she looks is always like the mean, bitchy one.
Yeah, that's a good
Why?
one.
I don't
Yeah.
understand. It's just they can be fabulous and super pretty and care about how they look
Mhm.
and like nice things and also be a little prissy, like, but still be nice. But they're always portrayed as like these mean, bitchy, callous girls.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's not how the real world is. In the
Mhm.
real world, those girls are the best and the kindest most of the time.
I mean, living proof. But
Like justice for
yeah,
Sharpay Evans. I don't think she did
honestly,
anything wrong. I think she slays.
honestly, I don't either because that freaky genius girl, Gabriella, was trying to like steal her spotlight and she had been working for it.
Exactly. Exactamundo.
I just watched I literally that's so funny because last night I just watched a YouTube video about do you watch Danny Gonzalez?
No.
He's like he just he's not reacting to things, but he's like a commentary channel and sometimes he talks about like movies and stuff like that.
Mm.
He was talking about he went through the whole series of High School Musical. And yeah, I agree with you. After that refresher, I was like, you know what? She just she wanted fabulous. She had one simple request and you know what? Everyone was just trying to like
Bring her
be on her ass all the
down.
time. Yeah.
Exactly.
Like
I'd argue that she's probably the smartest. She's smarter than that freaky genius girl,
she is.
Gabriella.
She's definitely more talented.
For sure.
No, but like do you remember in the second movie? I like forgot about this until I watched this video last night.
The second movie is the best one,
Yes,
in
I
my
agree.
opinion,
I
by the way.
agree. I love this is something I love in movies when the whole or TV when the whole group goes somewhere else.
Mm,
like
yeah.
like in Friends when there's a wedding and they're like we have to go to England. Like
Yes.
I love that. I don't know
I do
why.
too.
I feel like I'm going on a trip with them. I love that. And
Exactly.
so I love how the
Or
whole
like in Sex and the City when they went to Atlantic City.
yes,
I
yes,
loved
and
that. I ate
LA.
that up.
And then
Mhm.
I was sad that Charlotte wasn't in LA, but then they made Charlotte go to LA. And I was like, yes, they're all together. We're all on a trip. Like we're
I
basically living
know.
vicariously through the characters. And
I
I
love
love
that
that.
too.
I love that.
I love. Did you ever watch the episode of Full House where they all went to Hawaii and then they got stranded on the island
Wait.
and then somehow they ended up at a concert? Somehow they
Stop.
got found and they were at this huge concert on and they were on stage. Do you
Wait.
remember that?
I I kind of remember that. I vaguely remember it.
That was like my favorite episode. I watched it so many times. And I also felt like I was going on a trip with them. We're like, oh, we went
Yeah.
to Hawaii. And Joey was like in love with this imaginary
Yes.
Hawaiian
I
woman.
remember that. For some reason I okay, I think I do remember this. I remember the beginning. I don't necessarily remember them being on stage at a concert.
It was so random. They were like actually gonna die. They were like stranded on that island, no food, no shelter, nowhere around. And then somehow they were on this
Oh
massive
my god.
stage with like 100,000 people in the audience.
Oh my god. They were all like congregating. They were like, "Well, we're going to have to eat Joey." And then they like turned around. They're on stage.
It
That's
was
so
so
funny.
funny because as a kid, I didn't even question it, but I rewatched it the other day and I was like,
Mhm.
what the?
What the That's so funny. Oh my god. No, I do remember that now. I haven't watched Full House in so long.
It's probably one of my favorite shows of all time, just because it's a classic and I grew up with it.
We should go in depth about Full House and like all the shows we watched growing up in another episode.
We should, because I've watched every single episode of Full House, all 8
I have
seasons.
two.
You have?
I have, but it's been a long time. I watched it when I was a kid. Not that it came out when I was a kid, but obviously, but but
Old.
old. Um, yeah, but I watched it when I was a kid because they
Alright.
would rerun it and stuff. Yeah.
So I hate the
Anyways,
super sexy, fabulous girl being a
yeah.
bitch trope, and then you hate the really short
Lip up.
phrases.
Ugh!
Lip up.
That
You
bothered the shit
play
out of me. You play basketball.
little.
Little.
Okay.
No, I like that one. That's a good one.
Next one is what's your idea of a perfect date?
Okay, you go first for this one.
I feel like I don't have one, but something that gets me off my phone. I really don't care for a movie unless it's
Mm-hmm.
your like you're an established relationship. But if you're still in the dating phase, I think that a movie as a date kind of sucks because you can't
Yeah,
talk the whole time.
you
I mean,
can't.
maybe you can debrief about it later, but the actual sitting in the movie theater
Yes.
apart
I was
must be
literally just
awkward.
gonna say that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I agree.
But a perfect date. Mm, it's kind of cheesy. But for
What?
me, I feel like it would be Disneyland because I love Disneyland and I like or amusement parks,
Hmm.
but that's just the first that's my favorite. Or something where you can get creative, like maybe like a cooking class
That's
together
a good one.
or a picnic.
Yes, a picnic. That's really good too. You're taking all the good ones.
Okay, that's
No,
it.
I'm just kidding. No, I'm kidding. Those are really good. I agree. I would say my perfect date would probably be.
Sorry.
What?
I'm sorry.
What?
April 25th. Because
Because
it's
it's not
not
too
too
hot, not
it's not
too
too
cold.
cold. All you need is a
Need a
light
light jacket.
jacket.
No, you're so right. Oh my god. I didn't even think of that. That
That's
would be my perfect date. I would probably enjoy an amusement park. No. Like the boardwalk and the beach. And then we go somewhere really good to eat after.
like Jersey Shore. Like you go
Yeah.
on the rides on the boardwalk
Yeah, that'd be
and
fun.
then go to the beach
That'd be fun,
and
yeah.
then go to eat.
Yeah.
Honestly, that sounds like the best day ever.
Or if there's like a food festival or like a food hall and we go and try all like food from every single one or like most of them
Hell yeah.
and we just eat the whole time.
I love that as well. And then you go on rides and
And
you
then we
throw it all
throw
up.
up. We
And I
throw up.
throw up.
And I throw up with him together.
I like that.
Yeah, I think we have good ones.
You heard that, boyfriends? No, just kidding.
You heard that? Take notes. What is your current TV character obsession? What does that mean? Like a specific person? A specific
I
character?
think, yeah, a specific TV character that you've been obsessed with.
Honestly, all the women from The Sopranos. I can't pick one because they all
Moron.
eat so hard.
They
Like
really do.
Adriana, fabulous. Dr. Melfi,
Ooh.
fabulous. Carmela, I just got to the part where she has that like Karen Bob. So questionable, but you know what? She still eats.
She still does. Absolutely.
Um,
They honestly kind of carry the show.
they do. I
They do.
wish I wish there was like a spin-off with just the women or something or like
Oh,
Adriana.
I would be sad.
Yeah.
I would be so sad for
We
that.
need that. We need that. Even the Gumas.
Even
Like
the Gumas,
like
baby.
they eat so hard. Like
They
the
do.
girl, what is that girl? And she had the super long nails or her nail broke. Her nails were so long and fantastic.
She was a Guma?
Kind of. She was dating Ralphie Valentina. That's her name.
Oh,
Valentina.
I forgot about Valentina. She was a good one. She
She's
was a good one.
great. The lady, what's her name? Gloria
Gloria.
Trilla.
They all have such fabulous style.
They do,
They
exactly.
just
Like
look so good all the
they
time.
look incredible. And they have a similar style, but they're all kind of unique to each person.
They
So,
do.
yeah, the women of the Sopranos, just they're everything. I just want to embody everything that they are in terms
Exactly.
of fashion. And you know what? They're all nice people. I think so.
Mine is Tony's sister.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a hater
She's
of her. What was her name again?
her
See,
name
that's how
is
much I dislike her.
her name is Janice.
Janice.
Janice. Janice is
It's on site
questionable.
with Janice.
I'm not the biggest fan of Janice.
She doesn't eat in my book.
I
Sorry.
also have not finished the series, so I'm sure she does much worse as
She's
time goes
cuckoo
on.
for Cocoa Puffs.
She
And not in a
is.
good way.
I'm surprised she's lasted this long.
I
Like, I thought
know.
she would just be there for a season or
I thought the
something.
same. And I was like, wait, she's still here?
She's still here. Oh, and Tony's mom. She
Does not eat.
does not eat.
The woman of the Sopranos, huh?
The women of the Sopranos, what can we say? They're fantastic for the most part. Anyways, your turn.
They're sexy. Um, Mine is probably, I think it's gonna have to be the women of Desperate Housewives.
Oh yes. Well,
I know you haven't watched it yet, but they they're everything to me.
yeah.
Those are my bitches. I love them down. I can't even pick a favorite. At first, I started watching the show and I was like, I don't like any of them. Like what
Mhm.
they all are so problematic.
Mhm.
That hasn't changed. But then I'm almost near the end of the series now and I just love them all so much.
How many seasons are there?
8. I know.
OMG.
And I'm on season 7.
And how long is each episode?
Like 45 minutes.
No way.
Way. They all have their niche and they're
Mhm.
just you learn. I think it's because it's
Mhm.
8 seasons, you learn so much about them.
Yeah.
And I've grown so attached to them and I love them so much. I think my favorite probably has to be Brie Vandekamp because
Vanderkamp.
she's
She's
everything and more.
she's the one with the red hair.
She is.
She's the I feel like the most recognizable one. I feel like she's
Yes.
basically the face of Desperate Housewives.
Yeah. When I was growing up, I always saw commercials of it and that's who I remembered is
Same.
the redhead.
Same. My mom used to watch Desperate Housewives and she always stuck out in my brain.
Your
So
mom watched it?
she did
Who was
when
her
I was
favorite?
a
Do you
kid.
remember?
I don't remember, but again, Brie is the only one I can remember. And I do need to watch it.
You do.
I need to understand what you're talking about.
Next time you talk to your mom, ask her who her favorite Desperate Housewife is. I'm
Okay.
curious.
I'm gonna talk to her tomorrow. So I will.
Hell yeah.
I'll ask her.
All right.
Absolutely. I feel like their style is good too, because it's like, well, from what I've seen, it's like kind of in the early 2000s and they're
Yeah, I feel like Gabby's style is very early
hmm
2000s, like the pinnacle of the early 2000s fashion.
yeah.
Breeze is just very sophisticated and
hmm
her style doesn't really eat. She
Oh,
eats, her style in my book doesn't, but it's
she
okay.
does not eat.
It's funny because I thought that she would be the one that I disliked the most, and she's
hmm
actually the one that I love the most.
Really?
She just has such character growth, and
Oh,
she's
okay.
so funny. She is so like effortlessly funny. I can't even. You would love her.
Okay.
She kind of like I told you. She talks kind of like Samantha from Sex in the City.
Oh yeah, I love Samantha
So I
for
think you would
sure.
like her. She's so
Okay.
funny.
I need to start watching it. I really do.
You do, and then we
I
can
do.
debrief about
And then we can
it.
talk about it. I know.
Next question.
Yes. Okay. What's your Why can't I read it? It's right in front of me. What's your pet peeve? Oof.
Oh.
Sorry, I like totally didn't help you. I was like, is it okay? Oh no. Sorry.
You're gonna have to keep that in there. That was
Okay.
priceless. Woo.
Anyways, the lamp fell.
So pet peeves,
So
huh?
anyways, what's your pet peeve? When the lamp falls, maybe.
I feel like I have so many. I'll just say the
Me
first one that
too.
comes to mind. Probably when people when I'm talking to someone and they're on their phone.
Oh, that's a good one. I feel like I do that sometimes and I'm sorry.
You
Or I
don't
go
do
on my
that to me.
computer. Maybe I do that to other people. But sometimes I get distracted. But I also hate when people do that to me, so I try to be mindful of it too.
I feel like if it's we're just not really talking, like
Mhm.
here and there, then I don't mind as much. But if I'm telling you a story,
Yeah.
especially, and you're on your phone,
hmm
I don't know. That's one of my biggest pet peeves. I find it so
Yeah,
disrespectful.
it is rude for sure.
Yes. But I'm also not gonna say something. Imagine I'm like, you're on your phone.
and then and then
Like I was saying, getting to the most important part of the story here, if you care.
and then he died. Okay, now that you're really paying attention, I'll tell you what actually happened. Put
Put the phone down.
that shit down. No, I agree. That is rude and it's like, why am I talking to you if you're not going to listen?
Exactly.
I also have a bunch, but one of mine is when people say AM in the morning or PM at night. Like it was 5 a.m. in the morning. You don't need to say it twice. AM implies that it was in the morning, and in the morning implies that it was in the AM. So you don't need to do that.
It was
That bothers
11
me.
p.m.
At
at
night.
night.
Yeah, like it makes it more dramatic or something. Like that's
And you wouldn't
implied.
believe it. It happened at 6 a.m. in
In
the
the morning.
morning.
Oh, it was 6 a.m. in the morning, and like I don't know. I I just don't like that.
I agree.
You don't need to say it twice.
Shut up.
Just shut the fuck up already.
Okay.
Okay.
What's your favorite holiday? I think I know yours.
My birthday
Yes.
and
And
Halloween, probably.
and
Spring break.
that
Oh.
I thought yours was Valentine's Day.
Oh, well,
Well,
I
you don't know me as well as you think you
oh,
do.
well, I don't know where you got that information from or what led you to believe.
I actually hate Valentine's Day.
You think I love Valentine's Day? Where the fuck did you get that
It's
information
probably
from?
the worst holiday. I don't know why you would think that.
It's probably my least favorite holiday, you idiot. Just kidding. No, I do actually love Valentine's Day. I do. I love Valentine's Day. I think it's so cute, and I want to be a bitch that hates Valentine's Day because it is just a ploy for corporations to make money and to get you to spend for no reason.
But I feel like most holidays are guilty of that.
Exactly. I feel like Valentine's Day though, it's like unnecessary.
Mm,
Like it's like we especially don't need this
yeah.
one.
Buy
But
this $60 teddy bear. She'll
or
love
else
it.
buy all these roses in a circular box. Have you noticed that? Why are there so many roses in a circular box or
I'm
in
not sure.
boxes?
Yeah, I have noticed that trend lately.
Yeah. No, like roses in boxes.
I
What?
don't know. I prefer just to get the bouquet itself.
Me too. Otherwise I'd be scared they're going to die
Or they
unless
just put things in a big heart-shaped container and like charge you double for it.
yeah, exactly. It's the same exact thing as it would be for anything else. I agree. But I
But we
love
still love
Valentine's Day.
it.
I think it's so cute and I love that everything's pink and it's just all about celebrating, you know.
Love, love, love.
I will take any reason to celebrate anything. So even when the times I've been single on Valentine's Day, we have like a Galentine's Day. And we make like a cute little thing of it and I love to be able to do that. So yeah. It's probably between all of those. My birthday, spring break, Halloween, and Valentine's Day. And
Spring break being a holiday is my favorite thing. My favorite holiday will have to be
spring
spring break.
break.
Woo!
Spring break is just it has its own energy.
If
But
you had to choose one though of those
okay,
four,
I would probably pick my birthday.
hell
Okay,
yeah.
but
I
an
love that
actual
holiday too.
thing.
That was too close.
But like an actual holiday, I would probably say Halloween over all of them. I
Honestly,
love dressing up.
I think same.
You think?
I was because I've gone back and forth my whole life between Halloween and Christmas because I love Christmas music and I
Hmm.
also love gift giving, but I love Halloween.
Halloween is so
It's just
fun.
so fun. I
Hmm.
think Christmas for me is just jolly and cute and sweet and it reminds me of my childhood.
Hmm.
But Halloween is fun. It's just fun. There's so many fun things to do. Like you can carve pumpkins, you can go to haunted houses, you can dress up,
Hmm.
you can get creative with your costumes.
You
I
can
think
do
that's why I really
anything.
like Halloween because it brings out my creativity.
Yeah,
And it's
that's
just
true.
fun and I like being scared. I
I
do.
thought you were gonna say sexy. And I
Oh,
like
that
being sexy.
I like being sexy and scared. Those are my
Yeah,
favorite things.
sexy and scared.
Great combo.
Exactly.
So I have to say Halloween too.
Also, Halloween is it's like basically the whole month of October. Like people have Halloween parties all the time.
That part.
It's like Halloween weekend and whatever. You can have more than one costume. You literally can be whatever you want and
I
do whatever you
know.
want. People aren't gonna look at you sideways. And Valentine's Day is just it's
One
its
day.
own day. Yeah, it's just one day.
Oh, and pumpkin patches. I forgot pumpkin
Pumpkin
patches.
patches, you get to go to the mazes and be scared.
Yeah, the
Sexy and
pumpkin
scared.
patches with rides are really fun too.
Yeah, those
Because
are
it's like a
fun.
2 for 1. It's like you're getting a little a fair, but you're also getting the pumpkin
And
patch.
you get to take a pumpkin home.
Hell yeah, and
Cute
you get
little
those
sexy little
cute
pumpkin.
sexy ass little pumpkin. And you get to take sexy ass little pictures in front of the sexy ass little
Yes.
pumpkins.
Yeah, I know the pics. Incredible.
Eat.
Eat. It's so fun. I miss Halloween. Every
Me
time
too.
Halloween comes and goes, I miss it. I can't
October is
wait.
just always fun.
It's the
So
best
I have
time
to
of
say
year.
Halloween too.
Agreed.
We agreed.
We agree.
Okay. If you could raid one woman's closet, who would it
Oh my
be?
god. That's such a good question.
And this can be fictional characters or
Fictional?
real women.
Oh, you know who I'm gonna say.
Carrie Bradshaw?
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Carrie Bradshaw, 100%. A million percent.
yes. Her outfits eat, and she eats. She's so pretty.
Absolutely. Yeah. It used to be Julia Fox for me.
Mm,
And it still would be, but I feel like right now my style aligns a little bit more with Carrie. I don't
I can
know.
see that.
What? With
Your
Julia
style
Fox?
aligning with no, your style
Oh,
aligning with Carrie Bradshaw.
thank you. I'm trying.
Her outfits do eat. Every single episode, I was like, wow. I mean, she had a couple questionable ones, but for the most part, she
Yeah.
had phenomenal, a phenomenal wardrobe.
Even when they were questionable, at least they were memorable.
Exactly. At least, like, you know what? You put effort. I
Yeah.
don't know if the effort was in the right places,
But it's
but
something. You did something.
you did it. I think mine would have to be Fran Fine.
That's a good one. Oh my god, you're so right. That's a
I
good
would
one.
absolutely raid that woman's closet.
Yeah, for sure.
She also had like just such
She has amazing style.
staple pieces. Like I
Hmm.
remember her outfits so clearly. I can just in my mind right now I can picture like three. She also
Yeah.
loved cheetah print.
Yes. Oh my god, that's
Cheetah
such
or
a good
leopard print. Yeah.
answer.
So I would say Fran Fine because she just slayed every single episode.
That's perfect.
I was like, does this woman ever lounge? No, she like looked fabulous every single episode. I don't think she owns sweats.
I need to step it up. My socks don't even match. They never match.
That's
But
me after every time that I watch The Nanny. I'm like, you know what? Let me get it
let
together.
me get up. No,
Get up.
get the hell up. Get your ass up and work. Seems like nobody wants to work these days.
Get your ass up and
And
dress.
dress. No, I love that. That's perfect. And I feel like that aligns with you too. Like I feel like it perfectly fits with you.
Think so?
Yeah, I think so.
What's your favorite cocktail?
My favorite cocktail is probably I like a good Paloma. I love a good Paloma.
Underrated gem. I love a
Palomas
paloma.
Palomas are so yummy. I like anything that's not sweet or overly syrupy. I like
Mm.
fresh and citrusy type of things, and maybe with a little sweetness, or Aperol Spritz, Aperol Spritz, which is a little more syrupy, but or Hugo. I like, anyways. I like the fresh ones, but yeah, Paloma would probably be one of the ones that are up there for me.
Palomas are really good and they're
Mhm.
refreshing.
They are. What about you?
Nice. Um, I'd probably have to say either an espresso martini because I love coffee or a tequila sunrise because it's just a good staple. It was like the
Mhm.
first drink that I ordered at a bar on
Mhm.
my 21st birthday, and I've
Oh,
just been ordering it ever since. I
that's a
just
good
I like
one.
it. I think it's sweet, but it's not too sweet,
Mhm.
and it gets me drunk.
Perfect. It is one of the ones where I feel like you could just keep drinking it and not realize how much you've
Yeah.
actually drank.
It's just yummy.
It
If
is
it's made
yummy.
right, then it's really yummy.
It is yummy. Like you could just keep drinking it. I agree. Um, those are good. And espresso martini is like sexy. It's like
Yeah.
you're in a dim, smoky bar, smoky little jazz club, and like you're wearing a slinky dress and you have an
Your
espresso
hair's
martini
up.
and your hair's up, yeah, in a bun, a little
Sick
bun.
one.
So yeah, I agree.
I'll have the espresso martini. Thank you.
Espresso martini on the rocks.
Just put it on my tab.
Which movie makes you laugh the hardest? That's a good one.
Ah. You want to go?
Probably the one right off the top of my head is White Chicks.
Mm,
Hence the
the
name.
name?
Cloned!
Cloned! That's honestly
um,
probably one of my favorite movies of all time.
it's such a good movie. Like that
It's
movie
such a classic.
always hits.
ID?
Credit
Credit
card
card?
ID. Dear Mr. Royal Hampton. um yeah, that one I laugh really hard. I'm sure there's another one though where I I I don't know. That's definitely one of them though. I love White Chicks.
That's
That's
a
such a good movie.
that's a fantastic one.
It's amazing. What about you?
Um, Probably White Chicks
Mhm.
or Bridesmaids. I love
Bridesmaids is funny.
Bridesmaids.
For me, I think White Chicks is funnier.
It
But
is, but there's something about I think that there's one specific scene in Bridesmaids that makes me laugh so hard. And
it's
it's just the
yeah.
whole plane scene makes me laugh
Yeah.
so hard.
It's a really funny movie to reference to.
It
When you
is.
like talk about it with people, you're like, and then Melissa McCarthy has like 10 dogs at the end, and like it's just funny in that regard
I
too.
can't. I also like when she's like, shit, this is fresh. God damn, that's good.
She's a colonial woman.
There's a colonial woman on the plane. I had a dream. You were in it. We're all going down.
No, that is a funny scene. That's a good one. That is a good
White
one.
Chicks is like top tier, but Bridesmaids
Hmm.
just for some reason always makes me laugh. I love it
Yeah.
so much.
No, Bridesmaids is a good one. I like how it's a cast of all women.
That I think that's also why I really like it.
Hmm.
Because
Yeah.
there's just not I feel like there aren't many comedies that have a majority of the cast as women.
I agree. And I think we need more of that.
We do.
Is this the last question?
Last
Oh my
question.
god. Okay. What's a trend you would like to see disappear forever?
Oh. Forever ever?
Forever, ever?
I'd probably have to say I don't know if it's a I think it's a trend and it needs to die.
Okay.
People renovating and just completely destroying beautiful, historic,
Yes.
eclectic houses and turning
Yes.
them into modern, boring, like replicas of all the other fucking boring ass houses that already exist.
That's a really good one.
I've seen so many reels. I saw this one reel that absolutely broke my heart. It was this beautiful house that looked like it was from a Renaissance painting and it had
Mhm.
this wooden spiral staircase and it was
Mhm.
gorgeous and they ruined it. They took out the spiral staircase
Are
and
you
they turned
kidding?
it into one of those staircases where there's
Oh
like
my god, the
holes
like the
in
floating steps or
yeah,
whatever.
which I hate and it seems like a hazard and everything is white and gray and they just completely ruined it and they murdered it.
I can't believe
And I
that.
hope that that trend dies because it's just so sad. Like there's not very many houses like that and you're going to buy it and just completely ruin it and take the life and the soul out of it.
I don't understand. Like, if you are a home renovator and you see a house like that with so much charm and so much, I don't know, just like such a unique quality about it, why would you buy that one? Like,
I
why
know.
aren't you just buying like a regular degula schmegula house,
Yeah, just
the
buy
one
a
next
new build
door?
or something. Leave
Yeah,
it for the people who actually want those kinds of houses because there's very
yeah.
few and far in between.
Like, if you are a renovator, you should also be able to see the beauty in things that are already there, and you should be able to appreciate that and say, I'm not actually not going to touch this.
I know, exactly. So I
Yeah.
hope that trend dies.
Hmm.
And those people deserve to be behind bars because that's a crime.
That's a good one. That's a really good one. And that's true. And I feel like that's very overlooked. But what is it with the whole modern? I mean, I like modern to a degree.
Hmm.
I think it could be modern in terms of having open space. Like I like big windows and
Yeah.
open concept areas or whatever because if there are too many walls in a place or not enough open spaces, I start to feel kind of like anxious.
Mm,
But I think there's a point where it goes too far, and that is a good example of it. And not
exactly.
everything needs to be the same, like floating kitchen
I
island,
know. You
floating
look like every
stairs.
other bitch.
Exactly. Exactly. Like what the hell? That's
Like,
like selling Sunset,
yeah. Is that how it is?
kind of. All these LA homes. Some of them are nice though. Some of them do have they feel more like a home, but I think
Yeah.
the big thing with a lot of super modern houses is they just don't look like homes. They look like lofts. Well, not lofts, but
Hmm.
just not cozy.
Yeah. And if that were the case, like I have a new build, so there's not much charm. Like they're all new builds, so they all
Mhm.
do look alike. But that's why I try to make the interior a little bit. I'm still working on it, but I want to
Mhm.
have make it a little bit have more charm, like you
Yeah.
said.
Yeah.
But let's say if I did have a house
Mhm.
like the one that I saw in that reel that has so much history and it's so pretty
Pretty.
and just has its own unique character, I don't think I would touch it.
As you
You could
should.
renovate some stuff, but to completely make it unrecognizable,
Yeah.
that needs to die.
You know what's okay, this isn't necessarily a trend, but it's something that happens that I keep seeing happen, and it's been a thing for like a long ass time. It's seeing men underdress.
Mm.
That I think is a huge thing, and that's also another pet peeve of
It's an
mine.
epidemic.
It is because I was at Valentine's Day dinner with what?
I have like a similar. There was a guy like that at my Valentine's Day dinner too.
Really?
Yeah.
At like a restaurant and you
A
saw them?
nice restaurant. And this
Really?
man was wearing shorts.
Dude, what? Like, you can't keep getting away with this. You cannot keep
They
getting away
can.
with this. Yeah, dude. It was like, yeah, the girl, she was beautiful. She was wearing these really nice heels. She was wearing, like, you could tell she had spent a long time getting ready. Her hair was very nice. Her makeup was done. She had this super cute dress and it was like strapless. She looked amazing. And the guy she was with, he was just wearing like, from what I can remember, he was either wearing just like a regular long sleeve shirt or a t-shirt, I can't remember, and jeans and like sneakers. And I think he was wearing a hat.
A hat?
I think so.
No.
I think I remember a hat.
Jail.
I tried not to look too hard because they were right next to us, but I'm pretty sure there was a hat in the mix. And I was like, she, I know she spent hours getting ready and she looks fantastic. And you need to show up with the same energy.
Exactly.
Like, what
There's
the
no excuse
hell?
to be wearing a hat on Valentine's Day at Valentine's Day dinner.
No, and
Even if
there's
you're balding.
exactly, take that shit off.
Take that shit
Let's see
off.
it. Let's see it. I just know he picked her up and she was like, oh, you're wearing that. As she should, because he was underdressed.
That's just doesn't he like don't you as the man feel some type of way about that? Aren't you self-conscious?
I would be if I was
Cuz I
underdressed.
feel self-conscious when I'm underdressed.
Yeah.
And if I show up somewhere looking raggedy and I'm with like a badass bitch,
Yeah.
I would be like, "Oh no, I got to
Oh
change."
no.
But men don't think that way apparently.
Mhm. I agree. Especially if I'm showing up with one other person. Like maybe if you're in a group, you can get away with it. You shouldn't.
They're all like hot, hot, hot.
Not.
Ooh. I went to a really nice restaurant on Valentine's Day
This past
and
Valentine's Day.
yeah.
Oh my god. It was
And
happening. They were everywhere
no, it was like more than one man. There were multiple men who just looked so casual. And I was like,
at the same
guys,
table. They were single.
No, it
I'm
was
just
different
kidding.
tables. But
You're
as I
like,
was
well,
walking, because I had to walk all the way, it was like a long walk
mhm.
to our table in the back. And I was passing all these tables, and all the men looked so casual. And I'm like, one, it's Valentine's Day. Two, this is a really nice restaurant. I'm
Yeah.
confused.
Mhm. You're confused.
And the woman looked beautiful, of course. And the men, um,
Mm.
bottom tier.
Men should know how to dress. I'm sick of men not knowing how to dress and women just having to carry. Like, you should both match each other's energy when it comes to
Exactly.
that. Yeah. Anyway, well, I think
Well,
we've talked enough for tonight.
I think we've yapped away.
So, this was episode 1
One
of
of
Clone.
Clone.
Thank
Thanks
you
for
so much for
listening.
listening and or watching. And if you like what you see, like and subscribe. Or if you like what you hear, sorry.
If you like, come back. Just kidding.
Exactly. If you like, stick around because we're gonna have a lot more fun, sexy little, hot little, freaky
Dirty
little, sneaky little
little
stuff.
anecdotes.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.